Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And we don't usually have any impact news on major currency pairs. We don't have high impact news on dollar. We really have an high impact news on JPY, which is Japanese yen, and it's just the same. And it has happened around 4:74 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. So aside from that, no high impact news anymore. Okay, so you just go to the chart straight up to see what we are expecting for the market. So first we are going to go to dollar indices. Like we know, as usual, we go to dollar indices and we look out for one or two things in the market. Now let's look at dollar indices and let's look at dollar indices. Weekly time frame. Market rejected this weekly low, right? And which this is showing some strength of buyers, right? The bias is quite bullish, although this is the high that we have not broken. So we are expecting price to react at this level. That was how I dropped the buy stop order on GPUSD. So I'm expecting a sell any moment from here, right? Because we are currently looking towards market moving here and probably push down, or this level before we continue moving to the upside. That is my own analysis, and that is what I'm looking at because market reacted at this supply zone, right? And this is a very, very strong zone because this level took out this high, right? And also this low. So it makes this zone a very, very strong zone for dollar indices. So at that level, at that point, looking towards bearish sentiment, even though yesterday candle closes bullish, rejection on this level, I'm looking towards a rejection here. And if it doesn't happen, then this is the next area I'm looking forward to for sellers to come in on board, right? So I'm looking for sellers to come in on board in either of these two zones. So on 1 hour time frame, like I said, I would love to see the market at this zone, this like 7.6 area if the market does not sell around here. So these are the two things I'm looking out for. I'm looking at something here. Here we have price, boom, then we move down to this level, right? We move down to this zone because this zone, or probably this zone, because this zone is a strong level for me, and that was why I dropped a buy stop order on GBP USD. Okay, so let's continue with our dollar, right? So I'm looking at I'm looking at some dollar pair USD JPY. Oh, sorry, let me look at USCHF. Okay, so USCHF, right? So for USCHF also, market has taken out this weekly low. We have a sweep on this weekly low. And if this current candle closes like this, we should expect a strong sell on USD right? We should expect a strong sell on USD I mean, a strong buy on USCHF. Okay, sorry. To expect a strong buy on USD We just need market to react at this resistance level here, right? So I'm expecting a rejection at this strong resistance level, at that strong resistance level, and on 4 hours time frame. So 4 hours time frame, right? We are looking towards sellers coming in any moment from now, right? Although we have market break reject, this is the reason why we are seeing this bullishness, and it could get to this level and start falling. You never can tell because this is a strong resistance point here. We could also serve as a liquidity point for market to tap into this area and crash. So if that happens, then we are going to look towards a short buy and sell scenario, right? So meaning that this um Market could, move, tap into this level and move down before we look towards moving up to the upside. And if you look at it, the market is trying to form something like a huge QML, right? A huge inverted head and shoulder pattern. So once that could happen, it means that we are looking towards a strong what a strong bullish sentiment, but it is has not been confirmed. So the current market could just lead to a short buy, right? It could lead us to a short buy before we sell. And one thing I'm also looking at is that this is a compressional move. So I'm still looking towards a sell, a huge sell or a strong sell should come up before the buyers come into the market. So you can see from here, right? So I'm looking at market break out this moving average and crash to this level or this level before the real buyers come into the market. So USCHF, even though the market is moving high, I will not buy and I will not tell us buy. I will wait for the sell, and that is why I dropped a signal which is a buy stop on GBP USD. Let's look at GBP USD. And one of the reasons why I use the buy stop order. Okay, so on a daily time frame, right, on a weekly time frame as well, I see market rejecting from here, right, taking out this high. This gives me much more good room to sell. And yesterday candle closes bearish. We are seeing the candle here, the movement at this level, moving down to 1.343410, right? Now, if I am to take out this zone, then I will look forward to market, reacting at this level or this resistance point, then crash, right? Because this level is a strong that level is a this zone is a strong pound pound level. I mean this area, this zone, right? Also another level around here. Okay, so these are the zones, two levels that I am looking towards for buyers to come into the market. Now, the reason why I dropped a buy stop order is because I'm literally looking towards a full-time retracement on GBP USD. But with what I'm seeing now, I think the sellers are still very, very much in the market and it reacted to this. The sellers are still very much in the market and reacted to this. Right? Let's see if there's going to be a rejection. And if the market rejected, then we can see much more reasons to buy GBP USD. But at the moment, it's just a buy stop order. If the market will turn around, we have a break of this high and we target this area for a proper sell, right? So this is the reason why I dropped the GBP USD buy stop order. We could have something like this breakout to this level and market starts, continue its selling because this could start, sorry, because this could start as a liquidity point. So market could tap, retest, move higher, and probably start moving to the downside. We never can tell. So that is why I was being futuristic by looking at, oh, okay, we might have a change in trend. That is, buyers might come in at that point, right? So that is why I dropped a buy stop order, and let's see how the market goes. Okay, so NZD USD. Okay, let me go to gold. Gold on the other round. Actually, if you want us to analyze any pair for you, you can drop it on the comments on the chat session so that we look at those pairs, right? So gold is currently rejecting this level, and one thing I'm going to tell us about gold is that gold might start selling probably from here or this zone. Gold might start selling from these two zones, this level, these two levels, or these levels. Gold might start selling from those two levels. daily time frame as well. So once gold break this support, I am going to sell, right? Once gold breaks this support level, I am going to sell gold. Some people might be looking at, oh, okay, can we start selling here? Yes, I actually saw this sell, right? I saw this sell happening here, but I'm not fully convinced. Why? Because I'm looking at this zone. You can see we have a rejection here. So I'm looking at this level for price to, start moving up to the upside. So that is why I don't do this. So although it went like 70 pips, we will have had 70 pips movement, but I'm just still looking at what that market will do because number one is we have a breakout structure here, which shows us that, okay, let me use this. We have a breakout structure here, right? And market did not come down to break this. So it retested this support zone more than once and even come down to take out this liquidity and break the structure. We have a retracement. So that is why I am very, very bullish on gold, right? And that is why I have not even dropped any signal yet on gold and all that. So let's keep waiting to see a proper confirmation before I drop that buy on gold, right? So that is that for gold. Okay. So if you want us to look at any pair, what pair would you like us to look at? DG30 and US 100. Okay. Let's go at BTC. Okay, so BTC, quite all right. I'll be on a long time sales for BTC. I'm going to be on a long time sales for BTC. Why? Because number one, we are approaching this high and market took out, market took out, market took out this high and also this low. So this is what retracement, and it could happen around here. And if you look at it currently, we will see that the market tap into that weekly supply zone. So into this weekly supply region here, and we have two rejections here, right? So this is giving me more room to sell. I just want a retracement before I sell Bitcoin. I want a retracement before I give us an entry for BTC sales. So that is the reason why I am still waiting. We want a proper retracement, hopefully to 11686 before I sell. So that is why I'm currently waiting for BTC. So on a lower time frame, we have market breaks this low, retested on this resistance zone. Then we have a crash, break, and another. So the next resistance I'm looking out for on 1 hour time frame is here, right? And if the market could break this resistance, the market could break this resistance to the top, then we look towards buying. Okay, we look towards buying. But if it doesn't, then we still have to wait, be patient for what the market will do. Okay, so currently, a short buy is not a bad idea for Bitcoin, but I'm not really a fan of anti trend. Okay, I'm not really a fan of counter trend, so that is why I am waiting for this resistance to break. If this resistance breaks, then a proper retracement will give me more room to buy up to 116,869.50. Okay. Now, so I've talked about gold, right? I've talked about USD right? Because I'm looking towards sales. I'll talk about GBP USD, where I said I'm looking forward to um, market breaking out this resistance and all that. Okay, there's also another resistance here that I just see that market has formed this level, right? So anything can happen. Market could break this level and retest. All I just know is that for me to sell, I'll look at market coming here. Okay, but we have a breakup structure, a retracement, and we could continue selling. But I just need that confirmation. That was why I dropped that GBP JPY. Okay, so GBP JPY. Okay, so let's see what GBP JPY would say. Okay, let's see what GPY would do. Daily time frame, perception. So for GPY, wow. So for GPY, I'm here. You can see for GBP, we have price taking out this resistance. So I'll be bearish on GBP, I'll be very bearish on GBP because this zone was broken, right? And we're having a retest here. So GBP, I will be extremely bearish, okay? Because this zone, market retested this level and also this zone. So can you see how we are having a rejection? Daily time frame also. So I'll go to 1 hour. So on 1 hour time frame, since we have market taking out this low, market taking out this low, right? And a retest to this resistance. Let's see what will happen with this place. I would have told us to sell more, but I think we're a little bit late. We are a little bit late. Okay, so we need a proper retracement also before we can sell GBP JPY. Okay, we need a proper retracement. That's about 28 pips. We need proper retracement before we can take up selling GBP JPY. Okay, and if you look at this level, can you see here? Okay, so maybe market will get to this level, we never can tell. So that's why I marked this demand level for to see we are going to have a continuation. If this setup does not happen today, then it means that next week it's going to be all this setup will play out for us next week. Okay, so that is why we just need to be patient in handling all of this. AUD card is a good sell. If it's coming for hours closes bearish, AUD card is a very sweet sell. Okay, so it keeps continue selling. Here the card is a very, very sweet sell. Can see market take up this resistance and it's pouring. So we just need a proper retracement before we sell AUD card. GPY, I'm bearish also. GBP USD, I'm looking forward to a breakout before we enter that buy. Gold is on a strong zone, but let's see what this will come up because I want gold to get to this level before I sell gold. Okay, so Euro USD as well. Euro USD has continued its bearish sentiment. So let's just continue selling Euro USD. Okay, so that is that this afternoon. Okay, DJ 30. Let's get DJ 30 and not 100. DJ 30. So I think the 30 just got to an all-time high also, right? And I'm looking at this zone. So the 30, that level. Okay, and there's an SBR here. Support become resistance level here. Okay, 4 hours time frame. Now on 4 hours time frame, I think the 30 will continue its bullish sentiment. I can't drop this as a signal, right? I can't drop it as a signal. The 30 will continue its bullish sentiment, and let's see why or how it will go. Okay, let's see how far or how long the bullish will go because we have market. So we have market taking out this rejection, right? Also here, So I'm looking at the breakout, then we buy probably up to this level. We never can tell because we only have a break of this low. Market retested this high, and since then we've not had a singular break, right? So for us to continue bearish, market has to take out this low. But then we are still hoping for price to push up a little bit, probably to this high, because it has not been tested, probably to this resistance point here. We never can tell. So let's just wait and see what DJ30 will do. I think that goes for NAS 100 also. Let me look at it here. NAS 100 is still bullish. NAS 100 is still bullish. So we are still bullish. It's not going back. We are still bullish on NASDAQ, NAS 100 and all that. And it's because dollar is bad, right? So the dollar indices is going down or heavily. So the um indices will also push to the upside. So let's see how market reacts. Let's see how market react before the end of New York session. Okay, so I'm quite bullish, hopefully to 24565.56 before I look towards selling NASDAQ. Okay, so that's all for this afternoon. USHF, I said I'm expecting a sell. Let me look at NZUSD. Okay, USHF, I'm expecting a sell. Gold also, I'm looking out for a bullish sentiment for here, hopefully to this level. I never can tell. GBP USD, I gave a buy stop order at this level. I give a buy stop order at this level. So we'll wait for that order to be triggered. BTC USD is on a retracement phase. If it doesn't break this high, then we'll still continue selling. Okay, let me go to GBP AUD. So GBP JPY, I'm bearish on GBP JPY. So we get to 109.445 region before I know what to do. AUD card, I'm also bearish on AUD card because of market taking out the side, and I wait for a proper retracement before selling. So that is my analysis this afternoon. On Saturday, all right, the link has been out. We are having our smart partnership program. So you can join and know some of our partnership benefits that we offer at PU Prime. Thank you very much, everybody. Good afternoon and have a wonderful training day.